Howdy. Welcome to Storytime by Dion from Dion Talk Financial Freedom, presented for the One Rental at a Time community. A few years ago, Michael Zuber came out with his first book, One Rental at a Time. And I remember when I found this book, it was right about the time that I had reached financial freedom. And ironically, I reached financial freedom using almost exactly the same strategies that were in Michael's book. Buy and hold rental properties, one rental at a time, from the MLS using traditional lending. But when I was investing, I felt like I was reinventing the wheel. So when I found his book, I was excited because I saw that somebody else had done this and it had worked, and he was trying to share that information with other people. If I had found that book several years sooner, it would have made my path to financial freedom a lot easier and a lot faster. And so that other investors don't have to feel like they're reinventing the wheel, I've tried to recommend the book One Rental at a Time to as many people as I can. I've given away several copies. When I was on Bigger Pockets, episode 448, at the end they ask you their famous 4 questions. The first question is, what is your favorite real estate investing book? I recommended One Rental at a Time. And I'm hoping that that got the word out, and someday I should ask Mike if his book sales went up after that episode, because that was my goal, to get this information to more people. I even did this video on my channel, which was a critique of the book, which said, I loved the content. I loved the message. I loved that the information was actionable and repeatable for the average person. My one critique was that I didn't much care for the audio voice that Audible chose to do the book with. So I was super excited when Mike announced he was coming out with his second book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires. Because one of the things I know as a content creator is that it is the stories that let us identify with reaching financial freedom, because most of us can do the math. Spend less than you make. Save and invest the difference until you reach financial freedom. That's just the math. Without the stories that connect us to the people who've done it, to hear that people with the same challenges as us, or worse challenges than us, are able to have success at reaching financial freedom is what keeps most of us motivated to keep pursuing it. So this time around, instead of having Amazon or Audible pick a robot voice to narrate the book, I've offered to narrate it for Mike. Depending on how this goes, what the reaction is from the people who listen to it, someday I may do a full video recording the first book, One Rental at a Time, for Mike's channel. But not today. Today, I'm going to read the introduction and the dedication in Mike's new book. I got his express permission to do this, never recreate somebody else's content without their permission. And maybe you can do me a favor. If you like the way I read the book, in the comments below say, looking forward to the book. And if you hate the way that I read the book, in the comments below, please write, shut up, Dion, your voice sucks. Thanks. One Rental at a Time presents 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires by Michael Zuber. 5 reasons why I wrote this book. 1. I want to replicate the positive impact of my first book. I find writing to be hard work. I am not naturally gifted at writing. I am a horrible speller. I frequently use wrong words. However, after seeing the tremendous success of my first book, One Rental at a Time, I knew that I would eventually take another stab at writing a follow-up book. The growing list of 5-star reviews on Amazon is addicting. It motivates me to replicate our positive impact. As we race to 1,000 5-star reviews and beyond, I wanted to see if I could increase the positive impact we are making at One Rental at a Time by sharing more powerful messages of success. 2, I want to highlight real estate successes that followed a different path than mine. Our original book was simply our story of buy and hold through a crazy 15-year cycle of real estate. I knew that if I wrote a second book, I needed to push myself and open the conversation to a larger variety of real estate investing. I wanted to cover hot topics like BRRRR, B-R-R-R-R, and out-of-state investing, wholesaling, and flipping. The inspiration for this book came as I evaluated the thousands of original content pieces on my YouTube channel. I saw unique stories, lots of inspiration, and a clear path to helping people understand the power of real estate investing. I generated transcripts of my most popular interviews and broke them down into key pieces. I included material that was not covered in my original One Rental at a Time book. 3. I want other success stories to resonate with you. There are multiple perspectives on various journeys in real estate investing. In this book, you will read about 15 unique stories of starting out, struggles, and then the ultimate success. The stories are wide-ranging, so a couple of them should hit home for you. You will read about people who do it part-time and others who are full-time. You will read about folks starting early and others starting late. You will hear about men, women, and families conquering their little piece of the real estate investing world. 4. I want you to see the sparks that inspired other real estate investors. Real estate investing is without question a powerful force that can help families establish a better financial future. Every testimony has a spark that inspired the investors. In this book, I want to share the spark of successful investors. I want you to know their why and what kept them going during the bad days. 5. I want you to know that you are not alone. People with similar stories and similar struggles found a way to succeed with real estate investing. Many new investors feel alone in their struggles. You don't have to be. And your feelings are not unique. Real estate investing offers so many options for you to get started and to succeed. You just need to find your lane, focus, and execute daily. These 15 interviews will help you see what is possible. Every story is unique at the beginning, but they all end with success. How I envision this book being consumed. 1. My hope is readers consume each story start to finish the first time through. 2. My hope is that you will identify 3 to 5 stories that hit particularly close to home. In the future, you will return to them and reread the subtleties of those stories. 3. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel that includes each interview. I hope you go back and listen to the complete stories. Each interview ranges from 30 to 60 minutes and has more information than covered in this book. Here are the key themes I took from each interview. Perhaps this will help you find the chapters you should reread. The guest in each of these interviews is a successful investor. Each has an amazing story that I admire. I hope you find inspiration and enjoy each story. Then Mike breaks down the key points of each of his 15 stories. And before I wrap this video up, I just want to read the dedication because I really felt that it came from the heart. Dedication. I want to take a minute to recognize the one person that has been by my side throughout this crazy ride. Olivia, you have logged countless car rides to keep me company. You have taken on extra responsibilities while I was traveling all over the world for my day job, and you have always been there to brighten my day when things got rocky. Your support has been everything to me, and I don't think I thanked you enough over the decades together. Thank you for loving and supporting me when I had a negative net worth, when I lost $150,000 in the stock market, and when I decided not to find another job at 45 and gave this one rental at a time idea a chance to grow and help more people. Perhaps the greatest thing we did together that I want others to realize is that years ago we sacrificed, and we did that for decades together. Even today, we do not live a flashy life, and we still live below our means, as we know the rat race is real. Simply said, the growing movement of one rental at a time would not exist without all of your support, and I want to thank you for all you have done, all you are doing, and all that you will do in the future. Michael Zuber. I really look forward to, and am honored that I get to, narrate this book for Audible, and maybe someday in the future, narrate a video for One Rental at a Time, the first book. Until my next video, thanks for coming to Storytime.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
I had no idea there were 5 wrong ways to say subtleties until your brain realized what that word was.